Attention seniors, halt immediately. 9 everyday foods that your refrigerator is quietly destroying. The startling reality behind this common kitchen mistake. Could your trusted refrigerator be secretly undermining your well-being daily? This seems unthinkable, yet concealed within that chilled appliance are 9 everyday foods that respond poorly to cold storage in ways most elderly individuals never learn about. This extends beyond mere flavor or consistency concerns. We're discussing hazardous molecular transformations, vitamin depletion, and microbial proliferation caused by improper cold preservation. The alarming truth is that over 99% of individuals above 60 continue refrigerating these items without understanding the harm inflicted on their digestive system, cardiovascular health, and cognitive function. Some nutritional experts now theorize that our contemporary fixation with refrigeration might be fueling the increase in chronic health conditions. Today, however, we expose the genuine scientific evidence. Throughout this presentation, we'll unveil 9 foods that should never experience refrigeration and straightforward guidelines for proper storage methods. Prepare to be astounded by our second-place revelation, which will likely surprise you beyond belief. Every statement we make is supported by scientific research with complete source references provided below. Before proceeding, please tell us in the comments your viewing location, your age, and whether you've observed flavor or texture changes when refrigerating specific items. We personally review and respond to each comment with customized recommendations and guidance. Remember to support this content by liking and subscribing for additional informative videos. Let's begin immediately. Starting with our 9th entry, potatoes. This information might genuinely surprise you. Placing potatoes in refrigerated storage literally generates toxic substances. This isn't hyperbole. Cold temperatures transform potato starches into sugars through cold-induced sweetening processes. This transcends taste concerns. When cooking these chilled potatoes at elevated temperatures, those sugars react with amino acids, creating acrylamide. The International Agency for Research on Cancer designates acrylamide as a probable human carcinogen. University of Idaho research discovered that potatoes kept at refrigerator temperatures demonstrated 300% increased sugar content within 14 days. That's triple the sugar amount, occurring faster than expected. Researchers examined over 500 potato samples with consistent results across all varieties. Texture deterioration also occurs. Cold temperatures damage cellular structure, creating gritty, unpleasantly sweet potatoes. Ever wondered why mashed potatoes sometimes taste strange? The refrigerator destroys them at cellular levels. Proper potato storage requires cool, dark locations around 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Pantries, cellars, or cardboard boxes and closets work excellently. Darkness is crucial. Light stimulates solanine production, that green substance making potatoes toxic. Store them in paper bags or ventilated baskets. Never use plastic bags that trap moisture, causing decay. Professional tip: store potatoes away from onions. Both vegetables emit gases accelerating mutual spoilage. Maintain at least 3 feet separation. Properly stored potatoes last up to 3 months. Refrigerated ones become ruined within 2 weeks. Our 8th entry, bread. This surprises everyone. Your refrigerator actually accelerates bread staleness. Though counterintuitive, science confirms this. Refrigeration speeds starch retrogradation, when starch molecules crystallize and expel moisture. Institute of Food Technologists researchers found that refrigerated bread stales 6 times faster than room temperature bread. They measured breadcrumb firmness over time, finding refrigerated bread became hard and crumbly within 3 days. Room temperature bread remained fresh for complete weeks. Cold temperatures also eliminate bread's natural flavor compounds, those volatile organic compounds creating fresh bread's amazing aroma. They deteriorate rapidly in cold conditions. Your taste perception is accurate when refrigerated bread tastes like cardboard. Optimal bread storage uses bread boxes or paper bags at room temperature. Containers should permit some air circulation, preventing mold while maintaining sufficient humidity for softness. If unable to finish loaves within weeks, slice first, then freeze. Freezing actually preserves bread better than refrigeration because rapid freezing prevents ice crystal structural damage. When kneading bread, place frozen slices directly into toasters. They'll taste nearly fresh. The key involves going straight from freezer to toaster without thawing first, when moisture problems begin. Seventh place goes to honey. Honey represents nature's most perfect food, literally never spoiling. Archaeologists discovered 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that remained edible. However, refrigerate it and you'll destroy it within weeks. Cold temperatures cause rapid honey crystallization. While not dangerous, this changes everything about honey. Smooth golden liquid transforms into grainy, hard masses that won't dissolve properly. More critically, refrigeration introduces moisture into honey containers. Each time you open cold jars, condensation forms. That moisture becomes honey's enemy. National Honey Board studies found honey stored below 50 degrees Fahrenheit loses up to 35% of antimicrobial properties, those compounds making honey a natural antibiotic. Ancient civilizations used honey treating wounds because of these properties. Your refrigerator destroys them. Flavor profiles change too. Honey contains over 180 different compounds, creating complex tastes. Cold storage causes uneven compound breakdown. Expensive raw honey begins tasting like cheap sugar syrup. Store honey at room temperature in tightly sealed containers. Ideal temperature ranges between 64 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep away from direct sunlight degrading quality. If honey crystallizes, don't discard it. Place jars in warm water and stir gently. It returns to liquid form without losing beneficial properties. Most people don't realize honey color indicates antioxidant content. Darker honey contains more antioxidants, but refrigeration affects dark honey more severely than light varieties. Those precious antioxidants are particularly vulnerable to cold temperatures. Coffee enthusiasts, prepare yourselves. That expensive coffee stored in refrigerators is being destroyed. Refrigerators are coffee's worst enemy. Coffee beans are incredibly porous, absorbing odors and flavors from surrounding items. Your refrigerator contains smells from leftover takeout, forgotten cheese, and countless other items. Your coffee absorbs everything like a sponge, explaining why morning brews taste strange. Odor absorption is just the beginning. Constant refrigerator temperature fluctuations create bean condensation. This moisture triggers premature aging and potential mold growth. Specialty Coffee Association research found refrigerated coffee beans lose 60% of aromatic compounds within 1 week. Coffee bean oils containing most flavor solidify in cold temperatures. When grinding cold beans, these solidified oils don't extract properly during brewing, leaving weak, flavorless coffee. Proper coffee storage requires airtight containers at room temperature. Containers must be opaque because light degrades coffee quality. Ideal storage temperature ranges between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit with minimal fluctuation. Purchase coffee in small quantities for use within 2 weeks. Once opening bags, deterioration begins. Oxygen becomes coffee's other enemy. Some enthusiasts use vacuum-sealed containers, but buying fresh and using quickly works better. If absolutely requiring long-term storage, freezers actually surpass refrigerators. However, you can only freeze once. Divide coffee into weekly portions, freeze in airtight bags, and remove only what's needed. Never refreeze coffee. Repeated freezing and thawing moisture damage is irreversible. Refrigerated garlic creates disasters waiting to happen. It not only loses potency, but can become dangerous. This matters especially for seniors relying on garlic's health benefits. Refrigerated garlic begins sprouting. Those green shoots aren't just unsightly, they're bitter and cause digestive upset. That's not the worst aspect. Moist, cold refrigerator environments trigger garlic mold growth. Some molds produce mycotoxins, seriously harmful compounds. University of California. Davis research showed refrigerated garlic loses 50% of allicin content within 10 days. Allicin provides garlic's medicinal properties, making it antibacterial, antiviral, and beneficial for heart health. Refrigerating garlic literally discards half its benefits. Texture suffers too. Cold temperatures break down garlic cell walls, making it mushy and impossible to chop properly. Ever tried mincing refrigerated garlic? It becomes paste sticking to everything. Store garlic in cool, dry places with good air circulation. Mesh bags or baskets work perfectly. Ideal temperature is around 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Never store garlic in plastic or sealed containers. It needs breathing space. Keep garlic away from direct sunlight, causing bitterness. Don't store near stoves either. Heat and humidity from cooking accelerate sprouting. Properly stored whole garlic heads last up to 6 months. Once breaking heads open, use cloves within 10 days for optimal quality. Room temperature garlic releases flavors more readily than cold garlic. Those essential oils carrying flavor need fluidity, not cold solidification. Your dishes will taste noticeably better with properly stored garlic. Bananas and refrigerators create disastrous combinations. Place bananas in fridges and watch them become black, mushy disasters. Damage extends far beyond appearance. Cold temperatures cause what scientists term chilling injury. Bananas are tropical fruits never experiencing cold in natural habitats. Their cells literally cannot handle it. Cell membranes rupture, enzymes leak out, and fruits begin internal breakdown. Queensland Department of Agriculture studies found bananas stored below 56 degrees Fahrenheit lose 80% of vitamin C content within 5 days. They also stop producing new nutrients. Bananas normally continue developing beneficial compounds while ripening. Refrigeration completely halts this process. Black skin isn't just unsightly, it indicates failed natural defense mechanisms. Brown spots are areas where fruit tissue has died. Dead tissue can harbor bacteria and mold, even when invisible. Store bananas at room temperature, ideally between 56 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Hang them on banana hooks, preventing bruising. Ethylene gas they produce needs circulation around fruit for proper ripening. Supermarkets don't want you knowing this trick. You can control banana ripening speed. To accelerate ripening, place them in paper bags with apples. To slow ripening, separate bunches and wrap each stem in plastic wrap. This reduces ethylene gas release by up to 40%. Once bananas reach perfect ripeness, refrigerate for maximum 1 or 2 days. Skin blackens, but insides stay acceptable. Better yet, peel and freeze for smoothies. Frozen bananas create better smoothies than fresh ones, providing creamy texture without requiring ice. Refrigerated onions might represent the biggest storage mistake people make. Damage occurs immediately and irreversibly. Here's what happens the moment you close refrigerator doors. Refrigerator humidity typically reaches 95%. Onions need 65% humidity or less. Excess moisture penetrates onion papery outer layers, creating perfect mold growth environments. Black mold on onions produces aflatoxins, among the most carcinogenic substances known to science. Before mold appears, cold temperatures convert onion starches into sugars. Texas University studies found refrigerated onions showed 270% increased sugar content after 2 weeks. This completely alters flavor profiles and cooking properties. Your French onion soup will taste like dessert. Texture becomes soft and mushy because ice crystals form inside cells and rupture them. Once this happens, onions lose caramelization ability. Those beautiful golden brown onions seen in restaurants become impossible with refrigerated onions. Store whole onions in cool, dry, well-ventilated spaces. Pantries or cellars are ideal. Temperature should range between 45 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Never store in plastic bags. Onions need breathing room. Mesh bags, baskets, or pantyhose work excellently. Keep onions away from potatoes. They release gases, spoiling each other. Also keep away from direct sunlight triggering sprouting. Once cutting onions, everything changes. Cut onions should be refrigerated in airtight containers and used within 7 days. Cut surfaces are vulnerable to bacteria, making refrigeration necessary. But whole onions should never be refrigerated. Now we've reached the food that will shock you most: tomatoes. The truth about refrigerating tomatoes is so disturbing, many people refuse believing it. However, science is undeniable. University of Florida researchers made groundbreaking discoveries. Refrigeration doesn't just affect tomato texture and taste, it actually deactivates their genes, specifically genes responsible for producing flavor compounds. Once these genes shut down, they never fully recover. Even removing tomatoes and warming them up creates permanent damage. Studies examined over 25,000 tomato genes. Finding temperatures below 54 degrees Fahrenheit deactivated hundreds. Tomatoes literally stop being tomatoes at genetic levels. They become red water balloons with no nutritional value. This becomes seriously important for seniors. Tomatoes provide excellent lycopene sources, powerful antioxidants, protecting against heart disease and certain cancers. Cold storage reduces lycopene availability by up to 65%. That's just 65% loss, though. Lycopene needs pairing with certain enzymes for body absorption. Refrigeration completely destroys these enzymes, making even remaining 35% useless. Texture destruction becomes visible under microscopes. Ice crystals form between cell walls, creating microscopic punctures throughout fruits. This explains why refrigerated tomatoes become mealy and grainy. Cellular structure has been internally shredded. Store tomatoes at room temperature, stem side down. This prevents moisture entering through stem scars and blocks bacterial entry. Ideal temperature ranges between 55 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep away from direct sunlight, but don't hide in dark cabinets. They need indirect light maintaining nutrients. Never store tomatoes in plastic bags. They release ethylene gas requiring escape. If trapped, this gas accelerates rotting. Single rotten tomatoes in plastic bags can destroy entire batches within 24 hours. Ripe tomatoes should be used within 3 to 5 days. If having too many, make sauce and freeze that instead. Cooked tomato products actually contain more available lycopene than raw tomatoes, and freezing preserves it perfectly. Let us know what you think about these surprising facts in the comments and subscribe for more helpful content like this. Finally, we've saved the most important for last: avocados. What happens to avocados in refrigerators should be criminal. Destruction is so complete, so devastating, it makes all other foods seem like minor issues in comparison. Avocados contain over 20 essential nutrients. They're among the only fruits providing healthy fats, specifically oleic acid, crucial for senior brain health. Refrigeration destroys these fats through lipid peroxidation processes. Cold temperatures cause fats to oxidize rapidly, creating harmful free radicals instead of beneficial nutrients. Stanford University researchers discovered refrigerated avocados lose 90% of antioxidant activity within 4 days. These antioxidants, including vitamins E and C, make avocados valuable for aging bodies. They protect against inflammation, support eye health, and boost nutrient absorption from other foods. The truly shocking aspect is that cold temperatures don't just stop ripening, they trigger enzymes actively destroying fruit from within. This enzyme, polyphenol oxidase, causes browning. In cold conditions, it works over time, breaking down cell walls and converting healthy compounds into bitter, potentially harmful substances. Texture change is irreversible. Smooth, creamy avocados become stringy, watery disappointments. Fats separate from fiber, creating oily messes impossible to mash properly. Your guacamole will be ruined before starting. Store unripe avocados at room temperature, ideally between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Place them in bowls on counters, not in closed bags. They need air circulation for proper ripening. To speed ripening, place in paper bags with bananas. Ethylene gas from bananas cuts ripening time in half. Once ripe, avocados can be refrigerated for maximum 2 to 3 days if absolutely necessary. However, quality loss is significant. Better to purchase avocados at different ripeness stages, ensuring perfectly ripe ones are always available. If cutting avocados and unable to use completely, here's the secret. Keep pits in unused halves and brush exposed flesh with lemon juice. Store in airtight containers with onion pieces. Sulfur compounds from onions prevent browning without affecting taste. This method keeps cut avocados fresh for up to 2 days at room temperature. Differences between properly stored and refrigerated avocados are like night and day. Proper storage preserves brain-boosting fats, maintains creamy texture, and keeps age-fighting nutrients intact. Your body will thank you. The truth about refrigeration has been concealed too long. These 9 foods represent thousands in wasted groceries and immeasurable lost nutrition. More importantly, they represent missed opportunities for better health during golden years. Every nutrient counts when fighting aging, maintaining cognitive function, and staying healthy. Don't let refrigerators sabotage your efforts. Store these foods properly and reclaim their full nutritional power. Your body deserves nothing less than the best, and now you know how to provide it. Which of these foods shocked you most, and have you been refrigerating it for years without knowing the damage? Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching.